9 mind-blowing facts about Seychelles. The smallest country in Africa. Imagine a place so beautiful it looks like a dream, a land of giant tortoises, glowing waters, and hidden pirate treasures. This is Seychelles, one of the most breathtaking places on Earth. But did you know Seychelles holds some of the world's strangest, rarest, and most mysterious secrets? Stay tuned because the last fact will leave you speechless. Seychelles is made up of 115 islands in the Indian Ocean. Despite having 115 islands, only a few are inhabited. The rest are either nature reserves or private resorts. Fact number 1. Home to the world's heaviest seed. Seychelles is the only place where you can find the coco de mer, the world's biggest and heaviest seed. It can weigh up to 30 kilograms, 66 pounds. As heavy as a small child. But the wildest part. The seed looks just like a human backside. Some people believed it had magical powers. Would you like to see one in real life? Fact number 2. Pirates' hidden treasure. Seychelles is not just famous for its pristine beaches and giant tortoises, it's also deeply linked to tales of pirates and hidden treasure. These islands, with their remote location, rugged landscapes, and lush forests, have long been a mysterious and intriguing place for treasure hunters and pirate legends. Legend has it that pirates used Seychelles as their secret hideout. The most famous pirate, Olivier Levasseur, is believed to have buried a treasure worth over $100 million somewhere in the island. Before he was captured, he threw a coded message into the crowd that supposedly contains clues to the treasure's location. To this day, no one has found it. Could it be buried under the sand, hidden in a cave, or lost forever? But why are these islands so closely associated with pirates? 1. Strategic location on the pirate routes. In the 17th and 18th centuries, Seychelles was located in the heart of the Indian Ocean trade routes. These routes were used by European colonizers, traders, and pirates alike, making the islands a perfect hideout for pirates seeking to evade authorities and store their ill-gotten riches. Seychelles' remote location made it nearly impossible to detect, allowing pirates to use it as a safe haven to hide treasure and repair their ships. 2. The infamous pirate, Olivier Levasseur. One of the most famous pirates associated with Seychelles is Olivier Levasseur, also known as La Buse, the Buzzard. Levasseur was a notorious French pirate who plundered ships across the Indian Ocean in the 1700s. Legend has it that after Levasseur's death in 1730, he left behind a mysterious treasure map that led to his hidden riches, believed to be buried somewhere in the Seychelles Islands. This treasure map has never been found, sparking endless stories of treasure hunters searching for it to this day. 3. Pirate-infested islands and hidden coves. The islands of Seychelles were once home to pirate crews, and many of the beaches, caves, and rocky hideouts across the islands are said to have served as secret locations to stash treasure. Cousin Island, Farquhar Atoll, and Mayes hidden coves are all rumored to have been used by pirates to bury their loot. Some believe that the shifting sandbanks and deep forests made it difficult for outsiders to find these secret treasures, adding to the allure of Seychelles as a pirate paradise. 4. Pirates in popular culture. The association between pirates and treasure in Seychelles also continues to captivate the imaginations of visitors and travelers worldwide. The famous pirate movie franchise, Pirates of the Caribbean, and books like Treasure Island have drawn inspiration from these historic tales of hidden loot and swashbuckling adventures. 5. Modern-day treasure hunters. Even today, treasure hunters continue to flock to the islands of Seychelles, hoping to uncover pirate treasures buried centuries ago. While no major treasures have been found, the legend of Levasseur's hidden loot still fuels interest in the island's rich pirate past. The connection between Seychelles and pirates is more than just folklore, it's woven into the very fabric of the island's history. These islands are not just a tropical paradise, they're a place full of mystery, secrets, and the legends of treasure waiting to be uncovered. Would you go on a treasure hunt in Seychelles? Let us know in the comments. Fact number 3. The Aldabra giant tortoises. Seychelles is home to the Aldabra giant tortoises, some of the oldest living creatures on the planet. The most famous one, Esmeralda, is believed to be 190 years old and weighs over 300 kilograms, 660 pounds. Imagine having a pet that could live for nearly 2 centuries. Aldabra giant tortoises. These are the living dinosaurs of Seychelles. These incredible reptiles have been around for millions of years, surviving through time like real-life dinosaurs. But what makes them so special? Let's find out. 1. One of the largest tortoises in the world. The Aldabra giant tortoise is the second largest tortoise species on Earth, right after the Galapagos tortoise. These giants can grow up to 1.2 meters, 4 feet, in length. Weigh over 250 kilograms, that is, 550 pounds. Despite their size, they are gentle, slow-moving, and friendly. 2. Another special thing about these tortoises is, they can live over 200 years. These tortoises are among the longest living animals on Earth. Some have been recorded live for over 200 years, meaning an Aldabra tortoise born today could still be alive in the year 2225. The oldest known Aldabra tortoise, named Adwaita, lived to be around 256 years old. 3. Another interesting thing about the Aldabra tortoises is, they only exist in Seychelles. Aldabra giant tortoises are native only to Seychelles, with the largest population found on Aldabra Atoll, a remote coral island that is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This atoll is one of the last places on Earth where tortoises roam freely in large numbers. 4. Another interesting thing about the Aldabra tortoises is, they are more than people on Aldabra Atoll Island in Seychelles. Believe it or not, there are over 100,000 Aldabra tortoises on the atoll. More than the entire human population of Seychelles. They were once hunted nearly to extinction. Centuries ago, sailors hunted these tortoises for food because they could survive months without water on ships. By the 1800s, they were almost extinct. But thanks to strong conservation efforts, their population has recovered, making them one of Seychelles' greatest success stories in wildlife protection. The Aldabra giant tortoise is a symbol of Seychelles' strong, ancient, and full of mystery. They have survived for millions of years, and thanks to conservation, they will continue to roam the islands for centuries to come. Would you love to see these incredible creatures in the wild? Let us know in the comments. Fact number 4. The beach that glows at night. Some beaches in Seychelles have glowing blue waters at night. This magical effect is caused by tiny sea creatures called bioluminescent plankton. When the waves move or when you step into the water, they light up like stars in the ocean. Imagine walking on a glowing beach. Would you dare to swim in it? Some of the world's most beautiful beaches are in Seychelles. Seychelles is famous for its breathtaking beaches, with crystal clear waters, soft white sand, and giant granite boulders that make it look like paradise. These beaches are not just beautiful, they are also among the most photographed and untouched in the world. Like the Ants Source d'Argent, the most photographed beach in the world. Located on La Digue Island, this beach is famous for its pinkish white sand, clear turquoise water, and massive granite boulders. It has been featured in countless movies, magazines, and travel ads. The shallow waters make it perfect for swimming and snorkeling. What makes Seychelles beaches so special? Unique granite boulders. Nowhere else in the world will you find beaches decorated with such massive, smooth rock formations. Uncrowded and pristine, most beaches in Seychelles are protected and never overcrowded, making them feel like private paradises. Perfect for snorkeling and diving, the coral reefs and marine life make Seychelles one of the best snorkeling and diving destinations in the world. Would you love to visit one of these stunning beaches? Let us know in the comments. Fact number 5. The only country made entirely of island. Did you know there is a country with no mainland, no big landmass, just islands surrounded by the endless blue ocean? Welcome to Seychelles, the only country in the world made up entirely of islands. Seychelles is the only country in the world made up of only islands, 115 of them. No mainland, no big cities, just tropical paradise everywhere you look. Some of these islands are so tiny, only a few people can live there. If you had the chance to own one, what would you name it? How many islands does Seychelles have? Seychelles is an archipelago of 115 islands, scattered across the Indian Ocean. These islands are divided into two main groups. 1. The inner islands, 43 islands. These are mostly granitic islands, meaning they are made of ancient rock. They include May, Praslin, and La Digue, where most Seychellois people live. 2. The outer islands, 72 islands. These are mainly coral atolls and sandbanks, and most of them are uninhabited, serving as nature reserves. Unlike countries that have both islands and mainland areas, like Indonesia or the Philippines, Seychelles is 100% made up of islands. There is no central landmass, just tiny islands spread over 1.4 million square kilometers of ocean. What makes Seychelles unique? Smallest population in Africa. With around 100,000 people, Seychelles is the least populated country in Africa. Granite islands in the middle of the ocean. Most islands in the world are formed by coral or volcanoes, but Seychelles has some of the oldest granite islands on Earth. Many islands are protected, making Seychelles a sanctuary for rare animals and plants, like the Aldabra giant tortoise and Coco de Mer palm tree. Living in Seychelles means waking up to ocean views, traveling by boat or plane between islands, and being surrounded by nature. With its turquoise waters, white sandy beaches, and lush forests, it's no wonder Seychelles is called a paradise on Earth. Would you love to live in a country made entirely of islands? Let us know in the comments. Fact number 6. Seychelles has the world's smallest capital city. The capital of Seychelles, Victoria, is the smallest capital city in the world. You can walk across the entire city in less than an hour. But don't be fooled by its size. Victoria is full of colorful markets, beautiful gardens, and a famous clock tower that looks just like London's Big Ben. Seychelles is full of surprises, and one of them is its tiny but charming capital city, Victoria. It holds the title of the smallest capital city in the world, and you can explore the whole city in less than an hour. How small is Victoria? Victoria covers just 20.1 square kilometers, 7.8 square miles. That's smaller than some neighborhoods in big cities. With a population of about 30,000 people, it's one of the least crowded capitals in the world. You can walk across the entire city in about 30 to 45 minutes. What makes Victoria special? Even though it's small, Victoria is full of life, culture, and history. Some must-see spots include the Victoria Clock Tower. This famous landmark is over 120 years old and looks like a mini version of London's Big Ben. Sir Selwyn Clark Market, a colourful market where you can find fresh seafood, tropical fruits, and Seychellois spices. The Seychelles National Botanical Gardens, home to rare plants, giant tortoises, and the famous Coco de Mer palm tree. The Hindu Temple, a beautifully decorated temple that shows Seychelles' diverse culture and religious harmony. The National Museum of History, a great place to learn about Seychelles' pirate history, colonial past, and Creole traditions. Victoria, a tiny capital with a big heart. Despite its size, Victoria is the economic, cultural, and political center of Seychelles. It's a city where modern buildings blend with colonial architecture, and where island life moves at a relaxed pace. Would you visit the world's smallest capital city? Let us know in the comments. Fact number 7. It was once an uninhabited paradise. Unlike most countries, Seychelles had no human population until the 1700s. For thousands of years, these islands were untouched, home only to birds, turtles, and fish. The first settlers were French explorers and African slaves, and today, Seychelles is one of the smallest countries in the world with a population of just about 100,000 people. Seychelles is one of the few places on Earth that remained untouched by humans for thousands of years. Unlike most countries. But why was this island paradise uninhabited for so long? 1. Remote location. Seychelles is located in the middle of the Indian Ocean, far from major continents. Before modern navigation, sailors had a hard time reaching these islands. With no bridges, roads, or natural connections to other lands, it remained a secret paradise for centuries. 2. No indigenous people. Unlike Madagascar or other nearby islands, Seychelles had no native tribes. There is no record of early human settlements, meaning the islands were home only to birds, giant tortoises, and marine life for thousands of years. 3. First sighted by Arab traders. Arab traders may have spotted Seychelles as early as the 9th century, but they never settled there. Instead, they used it as a stopover point while traveling across the Indian Ocean. 4. First Europeans to arrive. The Portuguese were the first Europeans to officially document Seychelles in 1502, when the explorer Vasco da Gama sailed past the islands. However, they did not stay. 5. The first settlers were French and Africans. It wasn't until 1756 that the French took control of Seychelles and named it after Jean Moreau de Seychelles, a French finance minister. They brought African slaves to work on coconut and spice plantations, making them the first official inhabitants of Seychelles. 6. A natural haven for wildlife. Because Seychelles was untouched for so long, it became a safe haven for unique wildlife, including the Aldabra giant tortoise, one of the world's longest living animals. The Seychelles paradise flycatcher, a rare bird found nowhere else. The coco de mer, the world's largest and most mysterious seed. Seychelles today. Thanks to its long period of isolation, Seychelles has one of the most unspoiled ecosystems in the world. Today, strict conservation efforts protect its rainforests, coral reefs, and endangered species. Would you love to visit this untouched paradise? Let us know in the comments. Fact number 8. The most expensive island resort in the world. Seychelles is famous for its breathtaking beaches, crystal clear waters, and luxurious private islands. But did you know it is home to one of the most expensive island resorts in the world? Ever wondered what it's like to live like a billionaire? Seychelles is home to North Island, one of the most expensive private island resorts in the world. A single night can cost up to $100,000. Celebrities like Prince William and Kate Middleton spent their honeymoon there. Tucked away in the Indian Ocean, North Island in Seychelles is one of the most exclusive and luxurious resorts on the planet. A single night here can cost up to $100,000. Yes, you heard that right. Would you spend that much for a night in paradise? What makes North Island so special? 1. Private villas like no other. The island has just 11 handcrafted villas, each built with materials sourced from Seychelles itself. Every villa is so spacious that it feels like a mini palace on the beach. 2. A royal destination. In 2011, Prince William and Kate Middleton chose North Island for their honeymoon. Other famous guests include George and Amal Clooney, David Beckham, and Leonardo DiCaprio. 3. Unmatched natural beauty. North Island is surrounded by turquoise waters, untouched coral reefs, and soft white sands. Guests can snorkel with exotic fish, hike through lush jungles, or simply relax on a private beach with no one else around. 4. A private butler and chef for every guest. Imagine having a personal chef to cook anything you want and a butler to cater to your every need. That's the kind of service North Island offers. 5. Wildlife conservation and eco-luxury. Despite its luxury, North Island is committed to protecting nature. It has programs to save endangered species, such as the Seychelles white-eye bird and giant tortoises. Is it worth the price? For the ultra-rich, North Island is the perfect escape from the outside world, a place where they can relax in absolute privacy and experience nature in its purest form. But for most of us, $100,000 a night is just a dream. Would you stay on North Island if you had the chance? Let us know in the comments. Fact number 9. The island that inspired a Disney movie. Seychelles' breathtaking landscapes inspired Disney's Moana. The filmmakers traveled to Seychelles to capture its crystal-clear waters, lush mountains, and white sandy beaches to bring the animated world of Moana to life. If you've watched the movie, you've already seen a little bit of Seychelles. How did Seychelles inspire Disney? When Disney filmmakers were creating Moana, they wanted to bring the spirit of the Pacific Islands to life. While the movie is mainly based on Polynesian culture, the stunning landscapes of Seychelles played a major role in shaping the visual design of Moana's world. 1. Breathtaking beaches and clear blue waters. The beaches of Seychelles, especially on islands like La Digue and Praslin, resemble the paradise-like shores seen in Moana. The filmmakers traveled to tropical islands, including Seychelles, to capture the essence of turquoise lagoons, unique rock formations, and lush palm trees, all of which can be seen in Moana's home island, Motunui. 2. Dramatic green mountains. The towering green mountains of May Island resemble the lush peaks seen in Moana's village. The film captures the same sense of adventure and wonder that Seychelles landscapes inspire in real life. 3. Wildlife and nature conservation. Seychelles is home to giant tortoises, rare birds, and exotic marine life, much like the rich natural world featured in Moana. The movie's theme of respecting nature and protecting the ocean aligns with Seychelles' strong commitment to environmental conservation. 4. Island culture and way of life. While Moana is based on Polynesian traditions, the island lifestyle, fishing culture, and deep connection to the ocean in Seychelles are similar. The Seychellois people, much like Moana's community, rely on the sea for food, transport, and survival. Visiting Seychelles feels like stepping into a real-life version of Moana's world, from its magical beaches and hidden waterfalls to its warm island spirit and love for nature. Whether you're exploring the granite boulders of La Digue, snorkeling in the crystal-clear waters of Aldebra Atoll, or sailing between islands, Seychelles captures the same sense of adventure and wonder that made Moana so special. Would you love to visit this magical island? Let us know in the comments. Seychelles is truly a land of wonders, from glowing waters and ancient tortoises to lost pirate treasures and real-life Disney landscape. Which fact amazed you the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you love learning about Africa's hidden gems, hit the like button, subscribe to AfriFacts, and turn on the notification bell. See you in the next adventure. Thanks for watching.